Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Underrail. In the last episode, we explored more of the Black Sea, investigating a few abandoned NFT facilities up here. Or places of interest, I suppose. Maybe storage facilities? One was obviously a defensive position held by NFT to try to stop any unwanted visitors from visiting their expedition. Their efforts to create life and improve the surroundings of the Black Sea. We found some gun turrets over here. We also found a cove filled with siphoners, and we were able to find some decent quality greater siphoner leather, with which we created our current armor. Kelver padded infused greater siphoner leather overcoat. A bit of almost all the resistances except for cold, which is pretty good, but it's 17% armor penalty as well. But good dodge and evasion, but it does leave us with 2% armor penalty, which means we don't benefit from Nimble's 15% bonus to those stats. Off screen, I went ahead and purchased some more super steel. Three plates of it. And with one of those plates, I converted it into fiber. It was a quality 110. And I took our cave hopper leather, the quality 61, and created infused cave hopper leather tabby boots for us. We'll start wearing this in areas where I don't think we'll bump into spiders. We still also have our anti-thermic sturdy riot overcoat, which we handcrafted a little bit ago. And I actually think we should probably wear this for where we're going next. So let's go ahead and put this back on. Even though we spent a lot of money and time trying to get this coat, which I want to wear, this one I'm going to be wearing for a little bit longer in the Black Sea. We're going to be exploring one particular island today, at the very least, which will have a ton of spiders in it. And these creepers and weavers, well, the creepers in particular, are stealth. We fought them briefly before. And it's more important that I reduce the damage that they take than have increased dodge when fighting them. For the most part, this is because we'll be wearing some stealth detection goggles when we get to that cave, which means our dodges will already be low, and it's going to be rather difficult for us to find them, and they have an increased chance to harm us if we don't actually detect them. We do have a perception of 9 now, because in the last episode, we also leveled to level 24. We gained about 10 experience points total last video, which was very nice, in all honesty. That makes up for all the exploring I did of those Crawler and Deathstalker held caves, where we didn't earn any experience points for them. Alright, Tim, so you're out here, you're exploring the Black Sea. What do you want to talk about today with the viewers? Well, I guess we'll talk more about the games I began talking about last time. I was talking about some of the categories I have on Steam, which are filled with games that I probably won't be playing again. In particular, I've got a list of games that that either were not what they were promised, like there were alphas that never ended up being completed. They were abandoned by the developers after being released on Steam, or they are filled with bugs. And some of these bugs would have required me to have started all over and wasted tens of hours. And I don't like when games have those types of glitches in them. It's not something I'm generally willing to put up with. But before we do, we're on an island, and this island has a footlocker, an open footlocker, with nothing in it, and a fireplace here. Which makes me think that this location is used to harvest something, in which case, whatever you harvest is put in this footlocker, and then you light this fireplace to indicate that there is something placed in it. Like a signal fire. So, I think we'll kill a bunch of whatever is on this island, with the exception of these cave hoppers, and we'll see if anyone stops by later to check that footlocker. Now, I've never figured out what it was, if there is indeed something that whoever it is that visits this place wants. But maybe we'll get lucky enough to find something that they want this time around. Hello, Hermit Crab. So let's start punching you. I'm going to pass our turn once. I really should be doing this more often when using the Power Fist. There we go. There's no reason for me to swing at a creature if I've stunned it with the incapacitation and hit it with my exposed weakness, unless it has a ton of life. Because I should take advantage of the fact the creature is incapacitated in order to recover all my action points for the next round of combat instead. Well, this doesn't look very nice. There's some blood being dragged down there. Let's step on down and see what's waiting for us down here. This was one of the first caves I had explored with Garrett, if I recall correctly, in the DLC. So long ago now was that. Holy crap. And we can immediately see webs on the walls. And a bunch of skeletons lining the entrance. Very thematic. And a good warning to you that you will be encountering spiders down in this area. Some green wart and some rocks. More rocks. We did bring dynamite with us, so we should be able to force our way through some of these rocks. Let's use some dynamite here. I'm pretty sure that the spiders do hear sound, in which case they will come to investigate what detonated those rocks. I'm just going to stand here and watch for a little bit. Okay, so we got leap attacked, so all our dodge and evasion is removed at the moment. This thing basically knocked us to the ground. And we are afflicted with blinding poison, which reduces our perception by 1 per stack, and it stacks up to 5 times, I think. But thankfully, it's right next to us, so we can just shoot it and kill it. We're gonna charge this one because we see it. Kill that one as well. And we're still in combat, so there's another spider who is aware of us and wants to say hello. And it just occurs to me I'm not wearing the helmet I should be wearing. We should be wearing our detection goggles. But I am wearing my death's grin instead. I decided to try this out for a little bit to see if I like this better than our seeker goggles, because we do get more dodge and evasion, when wearing this. And it does increase the critical chance of all our weapons by 2%. Not as good quite as our seeker goggles with our pistol, but meh, I figured I'd try it. See how much I like it if I do. I don't. Oh, we actually will use bullet time. I don't think we can kill this with the shots I normally would have. Let's not loot bodies yet. Oh, crap. Well, we saw it. So the good news is that it won't... I don't think it'll get a bonus to hit us. But the bad news is I didn't get a chance to shoot it. We can sprint and maybe get a little more distance. I think it's close enough it'll still get a leap attack against us. Oh, it didn't. Okay. So it's holding on to its action points to get the most attacks on us as possible, I suspect. The good news about us seeing it, and that it's still stealthed, is that Paranoia is going to give us extra damage against it. 30% extra damage, so our first hit will be a massive hit on it. Or should be. Yeah, 116 isn't bad. Ooh, 2 116s. Good for our pistol. Kill that one as well. Is that it? It's not all of them yet. Let's face this direction. Enemies will be detected faster if they are in our line of sight when they're moving or we're moving around towards them. That means that we need to be facing forward to see them as well. Or rather, I'm sorry, the direction that we are facing helps us detect enemy spiders. I'm going to throw a flare, because I think there's probably something in front of us. Oh, there wasn't. Let's use... Oh, can't use sprint. Let's move up to this Weaver. I'm going to move right next to it. I really want our Gung Fu bonus. That's 2 Weavers down there. Weavers spit... it's not venom. When they spit at you, it doesn't actually poison you. It just inflicts you with bio damage. We're going to throw an HE grenade over here. But first, I'm going to activate our shield, because if this goes wrong, I'm not going to want to... I don't want it killing us. I got 2 of them. We see a stealth giant creeper next to us. Let's move down here towards it. Not enough action points. Let's take some adrenaline. But give us more movement. That's wonderful. Look how that one is stealth and waiting to get us. Oof, there's a lot of them here. Okay, let's take out this. Wow. There really is quite a few spiders here. I want to slowly begin recovering movement points, so I'm going to keep moving away. We'll lose Gung Fu, but we can probably kill another one. This is the entrance again. My goodness, I love this cave. A blob attack. All right, and it actually hit us, so we are entangled. My dodge and evasion isn't working at all for us at the moment. Everything's hitting us. So we got entangled. This works like the acid blob traps from the acid dogs, but we have escape artist. We also are wearing our infused siphoner leather heavy boots, which makes us immune to slows, so we are not affected by the webs. And it just occurs to me, I'm about to lose my adrenaline. Alright, we're now exhausted. We'll probably want to cure this poison so that we get back some perception if we're going to shoot long range at these guys. And we'll keep our shield active as well. It looks like it is protecting us from some damage against these. I do think there's probably more creepers around. With that one dead, let's move around the corner here. Since we are fatigued, I'm not sure if I'll have the action points needed to kill that Weaver. think we're going to go for it, though. A critical aim shot is off a cooldown. There's one more, and I see it. You guys see it as well? Right here. Let's bump into it. I'm gonna stun it, because I don't think I can kill it this round. Okay, not bad. What was that? Something like 12 spiders or so? Oh, plus one more. And there's another somewhere here. Because I wasn't able to just end combat. I really should have put on those detection goggles. I don't see it. There you are. There's another one somewhere here. I still can't end combat. What a great enemy. I really like these spiders. Wow, there's a lot of them. Holy crap! There's a ton of these things in these caves. All right, let's put. And there's at least one more. We'll put on our detection goggles. The battle's actually over, though, so we don't. I guess we don't really need these any longer. Well, I'm sorry. I want them, but we don't need them on our face. We will recharge our taser, recharge our shield. And I think this last stick of dynamite, if we use it here, will blow up both of these rocks. These rock walls, allowing us to see what's behind them as well. Alright, let's see what the spiders were snacking on. Oh, dynamite, flares, and an advanced patching kit. Let's repair our overcoat. And I think we need... It's not this, we need another knitwork as an oddie item, which yep, we can get it from Weavers, and that's the last one. Another oddie point for us. Okay, I'll just go ahead and search all these corpses. We'll take all their spider bits. Alright, not bad. Let's see now what's behind these different rock formations that we've cleared. I suppose we also should check to make sure there's no other spiders in these tunnels. Walking around this cave in particular reminds me of Diablo 2 in the jungle. Because I think there was 2 spider dens. And there is another spider somewhere in this area. Okay. It's probably right up ahead of us. Oh, come on. Really? I still don't see it. Alright, let's move away. There you are. Okay. Let's use... Actually, we can probably... I can't... I'm not allowed to shoot it. And even though the Weaver can hit me, I can't shoot back at it. So let's use our... whatchamacallit? Escape bonds. Move over here. Actually, I guess we'll charge this one. And then wait for that other spider. Is that it? Nope, there's another one somewhere. Oh, wow. We are out of standard rounds. Let's switch to our JHPs. Man, I brought like 100 rounds with us, too, for this exploration, and we are out of them. Interesting. Alright, let's place this over here. Detonate some more rocks. Okay, and let's search the original rock formation that we destroyed. And now that it looks like we have cleared out all the spiders. Oh, a dead mutie. Okay, so the mutants were sending out, it looks like, patrols, but they weren't able to report back at what they found here. I'm assuming it was deemed a little too dangerous then. Oof, our pistol needs repairs. That one had a shotgun. Still wasn't enough to help him survive against all the spiders. There's too many of them. There's probably nothing of interest in the cocoons. I'm going to take what we're fighting in here and leave it in the chest on the beach and light the signal fire. Maybe someone wants spider glands or something. Yeah, but this area reminds me of the spider caves from Diablo 2. In what was it called again? I should remember what the name of the jungle was. It was my favorite area to go into. With the little itty bitty, what were they itty bitty? There were these savages, like these little, about like knee high. They look like, how to describe it? I don't even know what they're called. I don't remember what they were called either from Diablo 2. Man, it's been so long since I played the game. I haven't played Diablo 2 in many, many years now. Grim Dawn took over my action RPG addiction. And that tends to be the game I play now when I want to play an action RPG that is super addicting. And, oh, we didn't finish? We didn't finish exploring the caves, and we have another giant creeper. That means there's probably more in that cave. Okay, I'll go back to using our standard rounds. We'll use all the ones we brought up. A dead man. We don't recognize his outfit. He doesn't look like a mutant, and he's not a savage either. Maybe a pirate. Though he was woefully unprepared for this area. No good equipment on him whatsoever. That cave just loops back to this one. So this must be a useful cave if you have biology to go to if you're looking for the poisons that these spiders can leave for you. Oh, hello, a secret stash. All right, let's see what that is all about. Scope pneumatic hurricane crossbow. That will be worth some cash. A bolt quiver and a few bolts. Nothing I really care about. Some cash. Pneumatic hurricane crossbow, we'll take that as well. Some adrenaline and some flares. And I think that's it for the cave system, everyone. So that's this explored. Nice. Alright, let's head back upstairs and leave a bunch of this garbage in the chest and let someone know if they want this junk, they can go and get it. I generally find transporting and trying to sell body parts from creatures not to really be worth it. The organs, they weigh a bunch and they're not worth very much. Which is why you see me not caring about them. Okay, cave hoppers. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna kill all of you. Getting cave hopper leather seems to be so difficult. I get almost none from any of the cave hoppers that I encounter from higher level areas in the game. Okay, let's go ahead and light up the fireplace. Okay, so where to next, Tim? Let's explore more of this area. We'll get more of the ocean explored. Let's actually go north. Sorry, west. We'll go west. We're looking for more leper serpents, as we need another 3 oddie items from them. You guys know by now, we gotta get rid of all the fog of war. All of it's gotta go away. Alright, Tim. So, since we're just doing baseless exploring, what other games have you played that were abandoned? So, one of the ones that looked promising, in fact, let me go and see, is it even still available? Yeah, there's not even a store page for this one. Black Butterfly is what it was called. As far as I can tell, it was just completely, utterly abandoned. The dev stopped working on it like 2 years ago. No updates happened. You can't even buy it any longer. It's not on the store page. There is a communities page for it still, and it's in my Steam library because I did purchase it, so I own it. But it's not. Oh man, it felt very early alpha. So I decided I'll come back to it in a year. And a year ago, when I tried it for a few more minutes, I realized, oh, it's not been updated at all. And when I checked the community page, there was nothing. Complete and utter silence. So, buyer beware when it comes to games on Steam. I have a bad habit of buying games and then not playing them for quite some time. I really should, if I'm going to buy games, at least fire them up and play them for like 20 to 30 minutes to make sure they're at least in a state that I would consider finished. There's only a handful of games that I have that are early access that I actually at the moment that I own, because I don't buy early access games anymore. I don't want to pay for beta. That guy looks like he's doing some alchemy, so why don't we interrupt him? We'll move in, walk right up to him, and shoot him in the back of the head. Sommerberlin Skater, I think is how you say that. And we are now out of standard rounds. Let's go ahead and use our JHPs then. He's got some drugs. I do really like these swords. Darn it. You know, if it wasn't for how really powerful crafting is, I'd probably use this sword on my sword users. I like all the bleeding damage it could possibly inflict. Some marsh honey, more vitality powders, and nothing else in here. Let's have some juice. We saw the Riftgate symbol out here. Maybe there's something special in here? No, there is not. Okay. Alright, let's go south and see what's down there. Oh man, so, okay, so I'm looking over at this category of mine, and I have... It's such a shame this game's here too, because I had really liked it. Rayman Origins is here in my crap games list. Rayman Origins is it's a very adorable platformer. I like the humor in it. The music is great. The game looked good. The platforming played rather well, and it supports 4 players in it. The only issue, though, is I encountered a glitch in the game, which locked my character in a bubble in, like, the starting hub, and I couldn't get him out of it. And I tried all sorts of things. I looked online for help, and there was nothing I could do. If I wanted to play the game any further, I would have to delete the save and start all over from scratch. And I had beaten, like, the first 5 bosses when this glitch happened to me. So that game went into my crap list as well. And I've heard good things about the other ones in this series that have come out since this one. Nope. But once I encounter a bug like that, I'm not interested in wasting my time on any future releases that that company produces. I'm willing to forgive a game some glitches. Typos in particular, I'm okay with typos. I mean, everyone makes typos. Like, listen to me speak. I make lots of typos in my speaking. I constantly don't use the correct words when I'm talking because of how difficult it is for me to keep my mind on track while playing a video game and talking at the same time. It's apparently beyond my ken to do. But if I encounter bugs in a game, depending upon the severity of the bug, and having to start over is one where man, I get, that's effed up, man. Come on. That should never be the case. That really honestly should never happen. What else is over here? Oh, okay. So, my goodness, looking at these 2 games. One I never played, but I had bought it as part of a package. And so it's over here, but I'm not going to play it. I made the assumption it's exactly like the other one I had played earlier. And Tim, you were just saying that you didn't want to do that. You don't want to do these battles. And that's this way, because if you miss one swing, which you missed, for example, that means that this creature gets a chance to swing at you. Alright, just a hermit crab. We need more ammunition, actually. More standard rounds. I don't want to be starting to use all my JHP rounds on crabs, for example. So let's double back to Aegis Incorporated, and we'll purchase some more standard bullets. Alright, so many years ago, I used to visit this online gaming site called Penny Arcade. I haven't been there. Wow, holy crap. In years, almost a decade since I was last on their site. I'm assuming they're still around. In any case, they released several games. And one of them that I saw advertised that a few of my friends liked, but I didn't like it at all, is called Deathspank. It's a action RPG of sorts, but I thought the humor was very, very juvenile. It has these grinding quests in it. The humor is very like toilet humor for some of it. If I had to run around in a game, and I remember I had to go and collect like unicorn poop, and at that point I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm not finding this to be something I think is fun, and I don't think it's funny either. The humor was lost on me. I did not find it funny, and I thought the gameplay itself was rather very simplistic. And I disliked the game very much, so much so that not only did I view it as simply not for me, but I was like, Tim, you never ever want to play this game. You don't even want to remember this one. So I put it over here in this category. And the baconing is another one that's over here that I never even bothered firing it up. I have 0 time played in it. I just assume it's just like that Spank. Now that's odd too, because I have played and I did like on the Rain-Slick Precipice of Darkness, the first 2 in that series. I think they made a 3rd one, but they completely changed the graphic style and how the gameplay worked in the 3rd, and I wasn't interested in it at all. But I like the first one of those better than the second one, if I recall correctly. Yeah, but I like being able to create a character and having him adventure with the actual Penny Arcade guys. But that was, oh my goodness, that was a long time ago that I played those games. I don't even think those are in my not for me category. I think I had liked those enough that they're just in my I finished them. We'll probably never play this game again. All right, hold on, I'm babbling. So with that spider cave now completed, I'm going to leave our riot armor here, and we're going to wear this instead. And we're going to actually start using our infused cave hopper leather tabby boots. And I'm going to put back on our death's grin. So let's also do some repairs on this shotgun, and we'll see if Ladelman and Marcus are buying anything. I guess this will give us a chance to see if they actually are talking as well. Hopefully they're not talking. Darn it! Alright, well, let's see what they're talking about. Listen to the conversation. So, Marky, how'd you start working for Aegis? Well, after I got my degree in weapons engineering, I started working at the TRC, Old Biocorp Armor Facility, on designing, testing, and maintaining auto-turret defense systems, both directed energy and cartridge-based. Oh, so that's where your fetish for them energy guns comes from. I saw the way you touched that plasma gun of yours. You're a naughty person. I'll make you feel it if you don't stop interrupting me. After that, I moved to a Dreadnought production facility and worked on their autocannons for a while. Hold on. Protectorate blew up Biocorp and you took over your home city, and then you graduate to design turrets and cannons for them? Listen, Tone, I was a teenager when it all happened. And what can one do? Besides, I was always fascinated by military technology and weapons. I had a father, too. I could be taught and inspired by, Yeah, I get your point. Guns are hardcore. Then what happened? Then I moved to Aegis Incorporated. But working on these Dreadnought systems got hardcore, stressful, because of various interventions from above. So one of my colleagues who had started working for Aegis tipped me off that they were looking for a weapons engineer, someone experienced with automated systems and such. It was a simple decision. I pulled some connections so the Protectorate would let me go, since abandoning such projects isn't all that easy. And that's it? You just changed jobs? Like it's nothing? Ain't that all a bit boring? Well, I'm sorry I didn't change jobs because my boss tried to kill me because I was trying to grind his daughter. Hey! You're getting hardcore cheeky there, you wimp. I didn't try, I did her. But that's what life's like down here, Marky, in the South. Some stoner wants to kill you, you get a new job. Some shop blows up, get a new job. Your jet ski sinks, you get a new job. There's no la-di-da-din, you dominate through, and every step of the way you gotta be hardcore or starve. And what that kind of life teaches you, Marky, can't be bought, not even with 1,000,000 charons. Well, in my case, after the Protectorate took this over and everything settled, life became stable. I finished high school, finished my military training, got my degree, started working, earned my blues, and had a lot of time to focus on other things. Things I deemed fun, like reading. You read for fun? You derailed? I read because I gotta. Arts like painting, your nails, cooking. Yeah, for your wife, Marianne. There's no use talking to you. Hey, Marky, come on. I get you. You and I, we're different, but you're hardcore in your own way. Seriously. I go derailed spending all this time next to you if you were some real lottie dude. And if it wasn't for that reading of yours, I'd never learned exactly how plasma balls are generated, compressed to right density and launched through the air while maintaining their shape, trajectory, and kinetic force with all them variables taken into account. That's hardcore. I'd never read that, but I like it when someone shows it to me. Yeah. I think the second statement here is a fourth wall breaking statement, because if I recall correctly, Underrail has gotten some flack in the past about the dialogue being badly written. But in all honesty, I think the dialogue in Underrail has been incredible. They've put a lot of effort into creating a very believable world out here, especially in the DLC. I thought the DLC's various encounters we have and have yet to have been incredibly well done. You two are spending far too much time together. Hardcore ties make for hardcore friends, as Tone says. What do you need, Decker? Let me speak with you, Marcus. What do you need? Show me some high-tech stuff. And, oh, he'll buy this shotgun. Alright, well then we'll sell him this. And I will take... We could take all his cash. But I think I might want some more batteries. Oh! We'll be fine. We won't need batteries, and I think I have enough repair kits, electronic repair kits as well. We don't need any of them. Yeah, we'll trade the shotgun for all that. Ladleman, show me what you have in stock. And he's not buying anything except for the extra bullets. We'll sell him all the bullets I don't need. And I want standard rounds, so let's buy some of those. And then we buy all his JHP and armor piercing. And how am I looking on those? You know, I'm going to take all the standard rounds he's got. Alright, that wasn't so bad. It's also a quick save. Alright, so let's actually store a handful of our electronic repair kits. I don't need 6 of these with me. And food supplies, let's take a crab sandwich or 2 with us. And where do I want to go? Let's explore more of this area. And down here a little bit more. We'll stick to the ocean in this episode. All right, Tim. So you gotta entertain the viewers. So before I talk more about other video games while we're out here exploring, I'll mention really quick that a few people have mentioned how impressed they are that I can fill dead air with random stuff. KnifeGaff in particular has commented that that's something interesting because he has had issues doing so. Filling dead air as a YouTuber, especially someone who doesn't stream, is difficult to do. You have to... Not only do you have to think of what to talk about, you need to be careful when you talk about certain things. You don't want to say the wrong thing and have people not be interested or laugh at you. Not that, that's fine, actually. But I like trying to consider different topics, and when I begin talking about something, I need to consider who my audience is In this case, it's people who like watching video games. And I want to make sure that I do a good job talking about the things that I am talking about. I am no longer wearing a riot gear, so when these things actually hit me, we will be taking damage from them. Leper Poison increases the damage you take from other mechanical sources. So every time we get a stack of this, the damage we take from other bites increases. We'll stick with our JHP rounds, since these things are, I think, vulnerable to it. Okay, there we go. Nice! Another Oddie point. Some more Leper Serpent stuff. And 2 more dead. In any case, I often will... Well, actually, more often than not, I just wing it. I think of something I can talk about for just a few minutes, because in a game like Underrail, I need to pay attention to combat, and there's enough combat in the game that I only have to talk about something random for a few minutes. Hold on. We're going to move up. There's probably crossbow guys around here somewhere. There's a Kriegsfar there. Let's try getting around the corner of this and avoid being hit if we can. Oh! Okay. An aim shot, but it missed us. Okay, can I get away and end combat? I'm not gonna zone. I said a long time ago that I wouldn't zone if I can help it. I still can't end combat though, so they're still aware where I'm located. Okay. Let's wait a few seconds. They're probably stumbling over each other. And since these are savages, we should probably actually use JHP rounds against them, since they're not heavily armored. I would like to eliminate them from this area, so we're going to do that. Shield activated. Alright, 2 Kriegsfar and a Speater. The Speater is the one I really want to kill because he looks like a psychic. Let's sprint. I'm gonna hope there's no traps on this beach. It looks like... So I see a boat. There was an old man here doing something, and it looks like these might be his guards. So I'm assuming they don't come here often, and there are indeed no traps on this beach. Okay. If we move up anymore, we have to use actual action points to move. So let's use bullet time and try to earn those action points by killing these guys instead. Move up. Move up, and I think we've won. Nice work, Tim. Nice work indeed. Sormir Baron's Staff Spear. Increases intimidation by 10. 10 more max psi points. 1 psi point regeneration increase. 3% increased chance to crit with psi. I really like these staff spears. I have a pure psionic user who uses one of these, even though his strength is low. I think, yeah, you need a min strength of 6. I think his strength is 4. But I don't care about swinging this weapon. I really just want it held in hand like a wizard staff, so like he can be even more effective with his spells. What were you doing over here? Placing things in the pots. What's this? Bison milk. +1 strength. Critical damage bonus of melee weapons and unarmed attacks improved by 25%. Nice. We can't buy that from anywhere. We have to find it from the savages on their corpses or within their containers. I don't care about any of your crossbow bolts. Kriegsfars. Alright, that went really well. We can still explore a little more. Do I want to go out in that direction? Let's explore a little more in this area, but I don't really want to fight even more groups of savages if I can avoid it at this point. It's not a very Decker thing to do, to go and just kill savages because we can. I'd have to have a great reason to do so. That looks like a ballista. I'm gonna... Oh, and there's a Spater guarding him. But we're gonna charge him. Oh, there's a second Psyker. Okay, well, we're gonna take big hits here. Let's take some morphine. Move up, and we're gonna try to kill this guy. We can't actually disembark here. Nice! All those hits worked, and the 2 Psykers are dead. No! That damaged our glow. Uh-oh. Well, most of those missed. But I think we can hide around the corner. Maybe we can't? Oh, we can. Okay, good. And I can't land anywhere here. There's an old man over here. And he's running away from us. But because he saw us, that'll re-put us into combat again. We'll come back for this area. I think there's a savage that... Hello. I think there's a savage that lives in this area. And we'll talk with him later. I actually know how to speak with him this time around. The last time I had encountered him, Garrett did the wrong thing and ended up in combat with him, and I killed him immediately. Oh, this looks like there's probably more savages here. And there is. Okay. This is how I would have to land. I don't really want to fight them from the ocean. Oh, no. I'll take these long-range shots. I need enough action points to move over here so I can take one more shot on this guy. Actually, we can probably use our... Oh, that's only a 37% chance. I'm not going to do that. Nice. Okay, let's land. Get out. Use some morphine. Activate our shield. And move up the beach. Oh, crap! Alright, I started moving that direction, and but that other guy saw me. Maybe it's only him that's left? I'm gonna hide around the corner here and have him come towards us. There's more than just that one guy. But they're all together. Let's see if we get lucky with a grenade. We did. Nice. Nice. Look at that. Grenade landed where we needed to, and all those 80% chances to hit or 70% chances to hit worked. That's fantastic. Hey, and there's the last audio item we need from these guys. And there's some rubble on the beach. Another message in a bottle. That's the last one of those we can study for one more oddity point. Is that fried siphoner tongue? Nice. Some free food. And it looks like that was all that was on this island. Must be a guard post. So they probably have a greater... some part of their village will see over here. And this is what they use as like an outlook... Outlook? A watchtower type of thing? Here? Actually, there is a tower here as well. So that's probably the case. Various mushrooms and fish. I should save the game. I think there's someone up here. And there is, but unfortunately for him, we won the initiative roll. He is now quite dead. Okay. That was all for this little area. Let's go ahead and fix our glow. It actually lost, I think, more than 100 points of damage, right? It took 115. Yeah, it's still a little damaged. Oof, that was a massive hit it took. Okay. Let's explore two more areas, like down here to the east. We'll double back to Agents Incorporated. We'll end the session there. In the next episode, we'll explore the tunnels by where Professor Oldfield is located, and we'll talk to Professor Oldfield about whatever it was he wanted to talk to us about. I love the look of the stalactites in the game. Just in the caves in general. They did a great job on this. Part of me wishes this was like a... Well, not this game, but a FPS version of this would be great to see what... to see the cave system and what it looks like in the darkness and so on as you're exploring on a jet ski. That would be wonderful. Remind me of, say, Arx Fatalis or Ultima Underworld. Alright. We're going to go ahead and do this. Let's get them angry at me. Hello. Did not have what we want. I did see a Heartbreaker, so we're going to want to fight that as well. Ooh, and there's another leper. Alright, let's see if we get the mustache. No mustache. Oh, but we did get another item from them, so we need one more from the lepers. And one more mustache from the Heartseekers. Okay. Let's explore south one more space. So one more quadrant. I don't see anything on that little outcrop of rock, so we don't need to walk on that. Alright! Let's head back to Aegis Incorporated. And while you're on your way back, you can talk about one or two more games on this crap list of yours. Yeah, it's such a shame about Rayman Origins too. I've watched other people play through the game without that bug happening to them, and maybe it was a once in a blue moon type of bug. Like maybe it wouldn't affect me again, but I'm not willing to take the chance. Having to redo all that work is just awful. So another game that's over here, oh man, is one I was actually looking forward to playing when it came out. The game graphically it looked great. I loved the music that I had heard in the game, and it's the fourth in the series. It's Bard's Tale 4. But oh man, the game, it didn't feel like a Bard's Tale game to me. The combat felt different. Now that's not enough to make me dislike a game. I actually like when companies try new things, but the game crashed to desktop on me so many times, and there were graphical glitches in the game throughout it as well for me. And I experienced these issues both in the standard game and in the director's cut, which they had released like a year later in their attempt to fix it. It's just not playable. So many crashes. I couldn't get very far in the game because of it. It's a shame. I didn't have to delete my save files in that game at least, but man, after like the 10th or 11th crash to desktop, I'm done fighting the game to let me play it. And I don't know. I got a bad taste in my mouth thanks to games like this and the companies that produce them as well. If many of them leave the games in the state they're in or don't fix them. So the In Exile Entertainment is now on my skeptical list. I might be willing to try one other game from that company, but Bard's Tale 4 is never been fixed. I think the game also came with Day 1 DLC, which I hate when game companies do that. I view it as like really greedy. Very greedy. Especially because the DLC is often like some cosmetic thing or maybe like some other weapon. The only game that I think I've purchased Day 1 DLC from was Dragon Age Origins, I think. Yeah, Dragon Age Origins, I think, was the only one that I had done so in order to get, I forget her name now, the Golem that was in that game. But I didn't like the idea of that even then. It felt like that should have been part of the normal game. They were charging like $60 for Dragon Age Origins. Why not release that part of the game? I think it's because the game companies know people will pay money for that content. And I don't know. It feels like it should have come with the game just itself. Like, I don't know. It seems really greedy to me. It seems a bit shady and underhanded. I don't like the practice very much. And I don't like, I don't know. I'm not prepared to talk about this in depth at this moment, so I'll leave it there. But Bard's Tale 4, Barrows Deep. It's such a shame. The introduction was nice. I like the idea they were going for. I like the characters in the game. But the customization was... It felt like they only did it half-heartedly. You have a really limited amount of customization options for your characters. And as such, I didn't really feel like I ever even wanted to make my own character. Even though this was something that I did for the other Bard's Tale games when I played them. 1 and 2. It's been an age since I played those. Wow, I think I played the second one on the Commodore 64. So long ago. In any case, because of all the crashes to desktop, it arrived... Man, I just ended up slapping it into my don't ever play this game again. Be careful if you ever buy another In Exile game, because if this is the type of product they release, it's garbage. Absolute trash. So many crashes. I'm hoping, though, that other people found it really enjoyable, and maybe it was just me. That's always what I hope when I get a game that has such and so many problems with it. Maybe someone else or other people don't have those issues, and they can find enjoyment with the game, because I certainly couldn't. So... Alright, well, I'm done babbling. Thank you guys for watching. And when we come back, we will explore the tunnels leading out from under the Ark Island Keep. So I'll see you guys then, and take care, everyone.